This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Give to the running back. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to scramble. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Joyner. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Williams. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding you're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the 1st down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a... He's got to do it better better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Snagged in the middle, it's Joyner. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snares it outside. It's Hudson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, what a big catch on 3rd down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know, easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. everything in the playbook is open to him.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Extending the play. He got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He's looking to throw. Let's it fly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Morton. With the catch, it's Joyner. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'm trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
They go right back to it. Makes a pass to Marker. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the air, it's Morton. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. A design run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tags on the extra point.